Oh, did somebody say it's time for NCAA football Week 5 predictions? I think it is indeed the case, so let's do it. All right, so on Thursday night we had Houston beat the crap out of who was it? Some no name team. I totally forget what went on there, but it doesn't matter. So let's just hop straight into the rest of the weekend's matchup. Starting off with Stanford and Washington should be a good one. This might decide the Pac-12 actually. Washington's a 3.5 point favorite. The over/under is 44.5. I'm gonna go with that. That sounds pretty good. It sounds like a solid game. I think field advantage will definitely prominently factor in whoever wins this one. It's in Seattle. I'm gonna give it to Washington. Houston played Connecticut. Never mind. Florida against Vanderbilt. Florida bounces back from this easy. They're 10 point favorites. Rattle that up to about 20. Over under is 40.5. I'd say go slightly over. Baylor at Iowa State. Baylor should win this one no problem. They're 16.5 point favorites. Over under is 60.5. I'm going to say go over that and just take the line for Baylor. They're probably going to win by a whole lot more than that, but whatever. We got Alcorn State taking on Arkansas. There's no line for that one, but I'm assuming Arkansas is going to be the favorite. I'm going to say give them plus 14 points, over under 45. Texas at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is a 2.5 point favorite. Over under 70. Definitely go under 70, and let's give Texas the upset here. Give them plus 2.5. I like that one. Rutgers at Ohio State. I don't even know where we're even bother having this match. Ohio State's a 38 point favorite. Pretty high to me. Let's dial it down to about 24 points only. The over-under is 60. That sounds about right. We'll keep it under. Miami at Georgia Tech. Miami is a 7.5 point favorite. The over-under is 2.5. Both those sound pretty good to me. I want to say keep it under 52 and take the points for Miami. North Carolina at Florida State. Florida State's a 10.5 point favorite, but North Carolina is not a bad team. Over-under 69.5. Definitely keep it under. I'm going to give it to Florida State, but only by about 6 points. Seems a little bit too close. Wisconsin at Michigan. This is a big one. Let's see, they're having the game in Ann Arbor. Michigan's 10.5 points. That's way too high. 44.5 over/under. Definitely under 44.5 points. And for the line, I'm going to go with Michigan by 3 points. I think it's going to be a very, very, very close game. Illinois at Nebraska. Nebraska is a 20 point favorite. Sounds good. Over/under 52.5. Let's go under. Tennessee at Georgia. Georgia obviously got murder death killed by Ole Miss last week. Tennessee's a 3.5 point favorite in Athens. Yeah, I think it's going to be close just because that's the way the SEC East is. Over/under 52.5. Keep it under and give the points to Tennessee. No reason to get too ambitious. Texas A&M against South Carolina. It's in South Carolina. A&M's an 18 point favorite. Over/under is 48. Let's keep it under 48. I don't think it's going to be a way, way closer game than it looks. I'm just kind of feeling like I almost want to pull the upset trigger on this one, but just can't do it. I think A&M wins by like 6 points, but 18 is just way too high. Oklahoma at TCU. Oklahoma's a 3.5 point favorite. Good Lord, I guess if they lose this one, Bob Stoops has to be fired. Against TCU, over/under 69. Keep it under. I love anarchy. Let's give it to TCU. They win by 3.5 points. Stoops era might be over. He might be getting less mild on us. Utah at California. Utah, wow, this is crazy. California's actually a 2.5 point favorite. I'm going to go with Utah. Let's take the points there. Plus 2.5. Don't get too risky. Over/under 65. Definitely under. Memphis at Ole Miss. Ole Miss playing very, very well. They're 14.5 point favorites. This is not the same Memphis team from last year. Over/under 68.5. I'm going to say go under. Mississippi. Let's give it to them by 10. I think 14.5 is a little bit too much. Kentucky at Alabama. Alabama's 35.5 point favorite. Over/under is 57. Keep it under 57. 35 points seems a little bit too high. Let's give it to Alabama by only 18. That seems like a good median number to use. San Diego State at South Alabama. San Diego State's a 19 point favorite. Over/under is 51. Let's keep it slightly over 51, and let's give it to South. Not South. No, that doesn't what I'm saying. Give it to San Diego State by 8 points. I think 19 is way too high. It should be a pretty sizable win for San Diego State, but 19's got a bad vibe about that one. All right. The college football game of the year so far obviously is going to be Louisville against Clemson. Louisville is a 2-point favorite. The game's being played in South Carolina. This could decide the ACC championship. Lamar Jackson has been playing like Bo Jackson, just insanely great. Putting up he's on a path to break NCAA records this year against Clemson. I could probably do a full video evaluating this one, but here's the thing: it's in Clemson. Louisville they beat Florida State pretty bad. I think Florida State's better than Clemson. I don't know. It's being played in Clemson. I think Clemson wins by 2 points. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. Lamar Jackson's probably going to get clamped down. Things happen in South Carolina. They do. Over under 67.5. Keep it under. Give the points to Clemson. That's my upset of the week. Michigan State against Indiana. Michigan State, 6.5 point favorite over under 52. I said keep it under and give the points to Michigan State. And our nightcap, Utah State against Boise State. Boise State, 21 point favorite over under 59. Keep it slightly over 59. Let's give it to Boise State by 7. 21 seems too high. So there you go. Not a whole lot of upsets. The big one to look out for, of course, is me picking Clemson over Louisville by 2 points. Remember, I said it first. And hopefully it sets up a really awesome rematch somewhere down the line. If not for the ACC crown, then they're in the same division, right? I'll have to look at it. They might even show up, in the national playoffs. I mean, that could happen. So, yeah, pretty much par for the course. The three big ones, Louisville and Clemson. I got Michigan over Wisconsin, and I've got, who do I got? I've got Washington over Stanford tonight. So, yeah, everything else, some decent rivalry games, but that ought to do it. It's going to be a decent week. Not a great week, but it should be important nonetheless.